Under the bright lights of Hollywood, Jason Statham's name is synonymous with high-octane action, relentless stunts, and a tough guy persona that dominates screens around the world. Yet behind the fame, the chiseled jawlines, and the million-dollar box office hits, Statham has admitted something surprising. Hollywood never truly took him seriously. Despite being one of the most recognizable faces in modern action cinema, insiders often saw him as a stuntman or a muscle for hire, rather than a serious actor capable of depth and nuance. To understand why, we need to go beyond the movies and look at the man behind the persona. Jason Statham didn't grow up in Hollywood. His childhood was far removed from the glamour and lights of Tinseltown. Born in Shirebrook, Derbyshire, England, he grew up in a working-class environment that demanded toughness, grit, and street smarts. Long before he became an actor, Statham was a street hustler, selling counterfeit goods and navigating the risks of urban life. Those early experiences forged a resilience and fearlessness that would later define his on-screen persona, but also gave casting directors a preconception. This was a man built for physicality, not subtlety. Before acting, Statham made a name for himself as a competitive diver. His discipline and athleticism were undeniable. He competed on the British national diving team for over a decade, performing dangerous dives from heights few could manage. This background gave him unmatched control over his body and a fearlessness that translated perfectly to stunt-heavy roles. Yet, Hollywood executives often dismissed this as a curiosity rather than a skill. They saw the dives, the stunts, and the lean, chiseled physique, and assumed that Statham's appeal was purely physical. The turning point came when he was discovered by director Guy Ritchie in the late 1990s. Ritchie cast him in Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, a gritty crime film that became an instant cult classic. Statham's charisma, sharp timing, and understated menace made him stand out, yet even this breakout performance didn't shift the perception in Hollywood. Instead of being celebrated for his craft, he was typecast as the tough guy, a man who could punch, kick, and drive a car at breakneck speeds, but one whose depth as an actor remained underappreciated. As Statham's career skyrocketed, starring in franchises like The Transporter, Crank, and The Expendables, the same pattern persisted. He became the face of adrenaline-fueled action, performing nearly all of his own stunts, often risking life and limb on set. Directors and producers admired his work ethic and professionalism, but within Hollywood circles, the perception lingered. Statham was a stuntman first, actor second. Award shows, critics, and industry insiders rarely gave him the recognition that paralleled his box office dominance. His films were commercial successes, yet he was often overlooked when it came to serious acting accolades. Part of this underestimation stems from Hollywood's biases about appearance and background. Statham's rugged looks, muscular frame, and Cockney accent reinforced stereotypes of him as a street-smart tough guy rather than a layered, dramatic actor. Casting directors rarely imagined him in roles that demanded vulnerability or emotional complexity. In interviews, Statham has mentioned that this pigeonholing frustrated him. Despite his training, preparation, and natural talent, Hollywood seemed unwilling to see beyond the surface. Moreover, Statham's own choices contributed to the perception. He embraced action films wholeheartedly, performing dangerous stunts that few actors would attempt. While this elevated his global popularity, it also cemented the idea that he was primarily a physical performer. Roles that required intense emotional depth or dramatic range were scarce, in part because Statham was more focused on projects that showcased his strengths and physicality. He wasn't trying to fit Hollywood's idea of a serious actor. He was carving out a niche that played to his unique skill set. Yet those who have worked closely with him testify to a different reality. Directors praise his intelligence, dedication, and instinctive understanding of pacing, tension, and character motivation. Fellow actors recognize that his performances, while often framed within action, are nuanced, deliberate, and commanding. The public sees the high-octane stunts, the car chases, and the fight sequences, but behind the camera, Statham meticulously crafts his characters with subtle touches that elevate the material beyond mere spectacle. Despite Hollywood's reluctance to grant him serious acclaim, Statham continues to thrive. He has proven that commercial success and professional respect do not always require critical validation. His global fan base adores him. His films consistently generate massive box office returns, and he has carved out a career that few action stars can rival. Yet the lingering question remains, why did Hollywood never take him seriously? The answer lies in a combination of typecasting, industry bias, and the ironic reality that Statham's greatest strength, his physicality, became the very thing that overshadowed recognition of his acting skill. Statham's story is a testament to resilience, self-definition, and the defiance of conventional expectations. He built a career on authenticity, discipline, and relentless dedication, even when the industry underestimated him. He embraced his background, his toughness, and his physical prowess, turning them into assets rather than limitations. The man who was once dismissed as a stuntman or muscle became one of the most bankable action stars in the world, commanding respect from fans, even if Hollywood insiders remain skeptical. Ultimately, Jason Statham's journey reveals a broader truth about the film industry. Hollywood often misunderstands and underestimates talent when it doesn't fit traditional molds. Charisma, skill, and dedication can coexist with unconventional backgrounds, but recognition is never guaranteed. Statham endured skepticism, typecasting, and prejudice, yet he emerged not only as a global star, but as a figure who redefined what it means to be taken seriously on one's own terms. His legacy is a reminder that respect, authenticity, and success are not always measured by awards or critics, but by the unwavering commitment to one's craft and the impact made on audiences worldwide. From his early days as a street hustler and diver to the explosive heights of Hollywood action cinema, Jason Statham has consistently defied expectations. He transformed skepticism into opportunity, physicality into artistry, and typecasting into a global brand. Hollywood may have underestimated him, but the truth is undeniable. Statham's career is a masterclass in perseverance, skill, and redefining success on one's own terms.